Alright, so what we're going to do today is we're going to do something a little fun. We're going to transition back into air guns. I did a couple real gun reviews. Now I'm going to go back into air guns. This isn't new by any means. This is the Crosman C11. It's a CO2 BB repeater. I believe it shoots around 550 FPS. This is the tactical version, and that's why it shoots 550 FPS. I'll go more into that later. Here's the magazines. It's a BB magazine, .177 caliber. Anyway, what you do is you simply have it, and you just right in there, that little slot, put them in, and then it's ready to go. It's semi-automatic. It is on safety because there is a 12 grain CO2 cartridge in there, and that's what it takes. It's a tactical package, as I mentioned. I believe we bought it from Pyramid Air for around $80, $90. It might have been on sale, I don't remember. I don't know what it goes for now, but we did buy it about a year ago, so it was cheaper then. Sights on it. You've got open sights like that. And the tactical package comes with this little laser right here. To turn it on, well, let's start how to put it on. So you got I think a weaver or a picanity rail, whatever, how do you pronounce it? Anyway, there's a button like that on both sides, and you just press it in, and you can see that little thing move, and then you just, when you have it compressed, slide it on. And then to turn on the laser, this is a really cool thing. Back here, you just twist it, see? And that turns it on and off. That's pretty cool, so when you're shooting you can just flip it right on. Anyway, it's got a pretty long range. I've been out in my woods at night playing around with it, and it could go as far as I could see it could go. It wasn't accurate all the way out there, but it was pretty accurate for, you know, a good 20-30 feet. I don't know what they tried to base the gun to look like. It looks kind of like a Beretta 92FS a little bit. Maybe it looks a little bit like a SIG 226. I don't know exactly what they were basing it off of. I think they just kind of went to be out a little random. It's a very reliable gun. I've never had any problems with it. It may look like some of these things can move, but it is all set in stone. These are not moving anywhere. Back here, that moves. That's about it. After a good couple months of ownership, it'll start to, this part will really become loose and just really start to want to slide back on its own. So all that means really is when you're shooting it, just give it a nice firm grip. Alright, so you've got the basically fake silencer on front that simply unscrews. It doesn't actually silence it, not like this gun's loud anyway. But there's your extended barrel, and that gets back into the point of why this is a faster gun. Has a higher velocity, maybe you want to say. The extended barrel allows the velocity to get a little higher. It also, I guess you could say, helps accuracy, gives you a little more accuracy over longer distances. It does come at a price. I think it's like a $30-40 extra dollars. But that's completely up to you. You get the laser, the fake silencer, the extra FPS, all that for about 40 bucks extra. So it's completely up to you. What do you want in your gun? If you're just having it for fun, both of them are great for fun, but you know, if you're looking for a little extra fun, maybe this is the one you go for. Overall, it's a pretty decent gun. It's made out of plastic mostly, but it's pretty decent plastic. It's not cheap plastic. Here's your safety right there. To turn off safety, you can't push it. You have to push it down and back. You can't just push or pull it. It's got to go down and then forward. Overall, not many complaints. Not really any complaints, actually. It's just all around a pretty good gun. For the price you pay, it's really a good gun. I've shot this a couple times. Accuracy, as I said before, is pretty good. I have a BB repeater. It's not anything you can complain about, really. Anyway, the trigger pull. This is not the actual trigger pull because when it's on safety, you can just pull it away. The actual trigger pull is a little rougher than I would like it to be. I'd like it to maybe come down maybe 2 or 3 pounds because it's probably I'd even go so far as to say 5 or 6 pound trigger pull. It is a plastic trigger on a little CO2 BB gun, but they could have still done a little better on that. That probably would have made them bump up the price though. Anyway, here's your magazine release. You're just gonna press that button, and it's a heavy magazine, so it'll fall out. Also, that's another thing. I don't know, if you guys are really worried about this, but weight-wise, the tactical version does weigh more because it does have an extended barrel, the fake silencer, and the laser. Now that only adds, 4 or 5 ounces, but if you're looking to, be outside doing some, I guess, running guns with BB guns, you're not going to want all the extra weight because if you're going to carry this and some, other BB gun, a bigger one, a 6-7 pound, maybe a pellet rifle or something, you're not going to want the extra weight. You're just going to want to be able to have just the simple C11, just with, without that. You're just going to want that simple C11 right there. Always a good tip to do is when you are putting in your CO2 cartridge, go out to Walmart, go out to Dick's, go out to Modell's, go out to Bass Pro Shop, or wherever you can. Pick yourself up some Pell gun oil. It's Pella gun oil, P-E-L-L-E gun oil. And literally what you do is when you're putting in your CO2, you just open it up, put a little dab on the top of the CO2, and then put the CO2 in. What that'll do is just basically help the seals stay intact for a longer time. It'll help the seals, meaning that you're gonna get more air out of your gun, out of your CO2 cartridge. So I definitely recommend doing that. It's also just good maintenance for the gun. You get maybe for one CO2 cartridge, you get, I'd say, 5 or 6 magazines of I think these are 19 round magazines. Yeah. So you do the math on that. 5 times 19. That's how many BBs you shoot with one CO2 cartridge. That's not bad. That's not, I have better. My little MP, my Smith & Wesson M&P 40. That'll go 9 or 10 magazines. I mean, you can really push that thing. This again has more power though, so it's completely up to the user. What are you looking for in your gun, and what do you really want? So it's your choice completely. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. Again, I'm back to air guns, so I'll probably be able to do a little better at answering than with real guns. So go ahead and ask. I hope to have 2 more airgun videos, 2 or 1 more airgun videos. One will be a rifle up, so keep an eye out for those.